It's Valentine's Day. It's Mark Pyers. And it's Real Talk.
I was walking down the road today, looking for another way
to ease my mind
and
help my living. It's Real Talk. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pyers' Real Talk. I'm here to help you make smarter moves to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on Valentine's Day, day 410 in a row of the Mark Pyers' Real Talk show. And I hope you guys are getting ready for a nice evening out with your sweetie. It is the day. It is the day. Andrew, my brother, how are you, buddy? So glad to see you on. I'm here for 410 days in a row. Now, this is no longer a daily variety show. It's a daily variety show and a daily podcast. I drop a new podcast every single day. And today I dropped November 24th. I was on a radio program, Rock On Radio with Danny Coleman. And Danny was cool. We had such a great time. He had us in to talk about the BeatSeat, Laura and myself, and it was a great time. We just went in there, did a demonstration. Halfway through, we had it like a jam. I brought 2 BeatSeats and I forgot about this. Danny and I were sitting there rocking out together. There's a good 15 to 20 seconds where we're kicking it on a beat together. It was really cool. And then it turned into Real Talk, guys. The second half of the radio show was straight up Mark Pyers' Real Talk. Like, we just went there. And I realized whenever I can sit down with somebody and we can get into it and talk, I don't know. It's amazing what comes out. It's amazing. People start to open up. And I'm not sure if that's a regular thing because it's a rock show. It was a rock show, but it turned into Real Talk. And it was awesome. It was so cool. And I'm so much looking forward to this next visit. I'm going back to bring a BeatSeat to Danny. And you guys can check out the entire podcast. We also they played one of my songs on there too during the show, which was unbelievable. So you get to hear that. It was a nice instrumental I did for you guys here on one of the Real Talk shows. But anyway, podcast every day. Show live here for you every day if you could tune in for a minute or two. But don't worry, if you can't catch the whole show, at some point in the future, this will be a podcast. Cross is on, my friend. How are you, buddy? Happy Valentine's Day. Andrew Gale, thank you, my friend. Really appreciate you stopping in. Yes, we're getting close. We are getting close. Closer and closer to 500 days, too. Every day we get closer to 500 days. But yeah, I've been hearing from a lot of people that I'm 10 days away from the old 420 day. So anyway, listen, I guess if you keep going, eventually you're going to hit every number in the book. Something to die for, yeah. Guys, I'm so excited to be here on Valentine's Day with you for 410 days. And you know what's interesting? I found an old episode. What's going on here? Leave. I don't want that. I don't want that. We need Zabrowski. Thank you, Matt Zabrowski. 410 days ago, I started this. Last Valentine's Day, I had a message for you. And I actually went back today. You know how you have on your Facebook, you'll get memories. You've got a new memory. I'm like, what the heck? I never look at these things. But today I just happened to open up memories. And I see last year on Valentine's Day, I had a message, a Real Talk message. And I thought I would echo the same sort of perspective I had then. I think it's the same one you should have every Valentine's Day. That if you're with someone, you have someone in your life, spend tonight with them. And if you're not with someone, this is what I really want this conversation to be about. If you are there alone right now, and today is one of those days where you're like, it's Valentine's Day, and I don't have anybody there to spend it with. I want you to flip the script. I want you to say to yourself, it's Valentine's Day. I'm going to spend today pampering myself, doing something that I love to do, going out and doing a hobby, some sort of exciting event that you enjoy, just something. Get out there and live today. Make Valentine's Day about you, not about a relationship. We live in a society where it's everything is just labeled, guys. It started with the little labels. Well, Valentine's Day, it's about spouses and couples. And well, what about the people that choose to be alone? What about the people who don't have anybody to spend Valentine's Day with? Well, those people should go out there and treat Valentine's Day like the day they can just really treat themselves to something special. Do something for yourself you wouldn't do the other 364. I think that's a good way to look at it. I'm always trying to live by the Dr. Wayne Dyer way. Change the way you look at things. The things you look at change. I'm always doing. Every time I get negative, Sally, how are you? Every time I get negative, I start saying to myself, change the way you're looking at it, Mark. What you're looking at will change. Toe, how are you, my friend? Thank you for joining on Facebook. Guys, if you're watching it all on any network and it's not YouTube, please head over to YouTube and follow the show over there. Subscribe and ding the bell. I'm trying to build out the YouTube channel. And Cross, how are you, buddy? Ancient Greece. Saint Valentine was a real person. That's what Cross says. Listen, Cross, I appreciate the insight. So was he out there like connecting people with Cupid's arrow? Because that I'd like to know. I'd like to know a little bit more about this Saint Valentine, if that's his real name. Anyway, this is a very exciting day for some people that are in love, especially young love, like that first time you fall in love. And I think that as you get older, obviously it becomes about different things. But again, just make sure wherever you are in your life, when you get to a Valentine's Day each year, change the way you look at it. If it's, I have someone great to spend it with and go out to dinner with tonight, or I have my kids and my family and we're going to go out and spend a nice dinner doing something together and watching a movie, doing something that just to share our love, that's great. But if you are all alone today, you're there watching your favorite movie with your dog or whatever it is, just remember that's you. You get to live and experience that and love that, and don't get down. I think a lot of us get down on ourselves. It's hard not to. It's hard not to. There's a lot of negativity out there, and then you've got your own negativity to deal with. Think about that. You got negativity everywhere, and then you have your own negativity in your mind that you're trying to fight with. That's why it's important to shut down. A lot of people, if you see they're walking around, they have their headphones on, just blocking out the world around them. However you need to do it. However you do it in order to feel comfortable, in order to get through your day, go do it. So I got lots planned for you as far as we have some news. I got some UFO news. I can't wait to get to that, guys. Brima, how are you? And in a few minutes, I'm going to rock out on that beautiful thing for you, the BeatSeat, the drum you play with your hands and feet. In fact, it's Friday. It's Valentine's Day. I'm thinking about just flipping the script real quick. What do you guys think about me rolling over and playing you a quick song right now and then coming back to do some real talk? Yeah, for that, I'm doing it. This show's about just going where you feel in the moment. And so what we're going to do right now is we're going to rock out a little BeatSeat action. Just one quick song, right? Before we get into the rest of the show. All right, we live? Yeah, we're live. This may make a little noise. I don't think it did. I think we're okay. I've been lucky with that lately. All right, so I'm going to play you a quick tune, and then we'll go back and do some more real talk. This is the BeatSeat. I gave you guys a pretty cool demonstration of this yesterday. You got the kick and the snare with just your feet. I was realizing, I obviously have a wedding ring, but if you just play in the middle here, just listen to all the different tones if you just play with your hands differently. play you one quick tune, and then we'll go back and we'll get some real talk going. What do you think? I was going to play you that. Might as well play you that.
Try and stay the same, and I don't know why I can't see her. Now she's lower than the earth can go, and she's looking for a way back home. I can't find her. Watch our worlds roll by. Let your worries go. Let your worries go away. Yeah. Dance with me in the moonlight. Dance with me in the sun. Swim with me in the ocean. Swim away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, let your worries go. Then I let your worries go. Oh, let your worries go. Go away. Yeah, yeah. Let your worries go. Let your worries go. Let your worries go. Sit around and we'll simmer in the pouring rain. You and I will watch this world roll by. Let your worries go away.
Just take that out for now. Is that all right, guys? Oh, sorry, you got this look at my butt over there. I just realized that. I was bending over to take the plug out. Ted, my buddy Ted is on. And Sally and Ted, I love having you guys on. Ted, I hope when we chatted our chat the other day, I hope that helped. Tough position you were in, my friend. I've been there. Been there. Told you I've been there. Cross, my friend, how are you? Ah, yeah, my man Ted. So I'm gonna do a little real talk from my man Ted right now, who's going through some stuff. And bottom line is this. Hold on, let me turn my speaker. Bottom line is this, Ted. What you're going through right now is terrible. But you're going through it, so recognize it, accept it. And then when you're feeling great, again, you're going to look back at this and just be like, man, I'm so glad I kept going. You know, I just dropped this podcast today from Danny Coleman's radio show. And at the end of the show, it went straight real talk. And Danny hit me with some really powerful real talk. And he said, you know, I used to tell my kids that I'd rather fail 1,000 times than have one regret. And when I heard that today, I said, holy cow. First of all, it made me realize how connected we all are. I'm on a rock radio show to talk about my invention, and we just go straight off the edge and go real talk. And it was unbelievable. And when I heard it, I said, yeah, absolutely. I would rather fail 1,000 times than have one regret. I tell you guys, how often do I tell you that regret is the ultimate failure? Sitting on the sideline and looking at people doing things and saying, I could do that. That's not living. I think truly living is what you're going through right now, Ted. You know, is you're feeling the downs as well as the highs and the ups and the in-betweens. It's a roller coaster ride. It really is. And, you know, I look back over my 41 years now, Ted, and I think about, and I sent you this song. I thought it would have a different response for you. When I was 18, I dated a girl. It's what I would consider my first girl I loved or whatever. And I was writing music. And I think we dated for like a year and a half. And I found out, and this was the end of it, but I found out that she was, you know, a young girl. She just wasn't really committed, literally. And I found out, and this is different than what you're going through. Like, this is someone who did it to me while they were to my face, acting like they were honest. It's a different thing. So my response was to write this song, which is the angriest song in the history of time, literally. It's also very funny, but it's extremely angry. My wife heard it and she was like, you need to get rid of that album because that song, people are going to think you hate women. I'm like, no. I hate that one woman. And I wrote a perfect song about being cheated on. In fact, this is the thing, the reason why I know this works for everybody. When I used to play out, when I was a touring musician, that song would be requested by women more than men. Because women have had that too. Oh, my boyfriend, I used to hear this. Yeah, this guy did this to me. Oh, let's buy Mark a shot. Mark, play this song. And they'd buy a shot. And I'd be like, I'm up there. I used to drink Jägermeister when I was touring, when I was like 18. I was 22 years old, 23, 24. I think maybe from 22 to 29, I basically toured. Okay. And Jägermeister, I don't like to drink. So I was like, yeah, it's kind of like cinnamonish, weird, like schnapsy or whatever. So like that, they'd buy shots for me when I was playing. I'd be like, okay, I'll have some Jaeger. So it started with my band actually, because my drummer liked to drink beer and he was like, you got to have something, buddy. Anyway, I don't even know, I got off track on that. But basically it was just interesting to basically start off your career, you know, on the road doing that. I don't even know what I was talking about now. You guys got me sidetracked here. Ted, the bottom line is this. When someone wrongs you, you need to respond. My response was that song. And it put it in the rear view. I do have like boxes of this album at home that I refuse to sell. I made digital versions and I took that song off. You could still find it if you look for it online. It's a very funny song. Very funny. And if you want to hear it, Robert, how are you? If you want to hear the song, shoot me a DM and I will give you the loop on it. It's actually on Spotify. You could find it. Just go type my name in on Spotify. Look for my album over there and you'll find that song and you'll laugh a lot. Hey, how you doing? The coach, Christina. Coach Christina's on, guys. Listen, it's not a party until Coach Christina's on. She's on over here too on Insta. Guys, if you are on right now on Instagram, please head over to YouTube, subscribe and ding the bell. The Real Talk Show is really going over there now. Like I have to film the screen. You see, this is my hand here. But the reason I'm filming is because I can't do this on Instagram. Can you see that? That's my signature live. And then here are all my social media platforms. Right there. So it's something that I can only do on YouTube and Facebook. So I'm hoping everybody will join the program on YouTube. Just type my name in, Mark Pyers Real Talk, live every day forever. This is day 410 in a row, and officially 410. I always think it's interesting. Yesterday, 13 is my lucky number. 9 plus 4 is 13. I'm like, oh, great. Today, 10 plus 4 is the 14th. The numbers always seem to work that way. It's a very weird thing. Anyway, 410 days, guys. That's a lot of days in a row. Today, we dropped a new podcast. And just so you know, it's a daily variety show and a daily podcast every single day for the rest of my days. You get me live, and you get a podcast as well. No matter where you go, you have Real Talk. And here's the thing I take away. Last week we had dinner, and I'm sitting with Ben, who's this really, really bright entrepreneur. He's talking about this, that, another thing. And I said, I got all these episodes I record every day, and they're just sitting there. Should I just put them out as a podcast? He said, why not? Why would you not? You have the content. Why are you not just siphoning it off into a podcast every day? Like, well, who's going to listen to that? He goes, who cares? Just put it out there. It's there. And that's the way their YouTube show has been, is it's there. I don't know. Nobody's tuning in for the full show. Like Coach Christina, she's going to have time to tune in for a few minutes, and she's got to go. She's Valentine's Day. She's got things to do. So no one's going to be able to tune into the full live video broadcast on a daily basis. But to know that, hey, I liked that episode on Valentine's Day that I started watching, and to know that it's going to be a podcast at some point is a good thing to know. Just subscribe to the podcast. So basically, I want you to subscribe to two things. Go to YouTube, subscribe, and ding the bell. And then whatever you listen to your podcasts on. Is it iTunes? Do you go to Stitcher? Do you go to Google Play? Whatever the platform is that you listen to your podcasts on, just type in Mark Pyers Real Talk, and you will get that for free. It's right there. My man, Good Shepherd's on. You're a good shepherd. You're helping us through with your flock in tow. We had a conversation about something. This, again, came up in this radio show. We were talking about how hard it is to bring a product to market. When you bring something new to market, I want you to understand something. We're living in a world where most people follow. Do you understand? Most people have to take a cue from someone. So we're talking about how hard it is to get the BeatSeat into schools, just to get people to realize it is a better way to play. It takes time. You're going to hear so many no's. The reason is most of those no's are people who take a cue. They don't know how to lead. They're waiting for somebody else to step up and say, guys, this is the new thing. And then, oh, I got to get that too. But no, they can't do it until they see somebody else take that leap, till they see somebody else brave enough to see the future. And we realized it. We're looking for leaders. I've got my screen popped here so I could see, like, Good Shepherd sent me that text. So I just saw myself doing this. It's pretty funny. But we need leaders. We need people to step up and say, this product, like Carrington Brown, Hers drummer. Did you guys hear his comments? Unbelievable comments. This is going to put everybody out of business, is what he said. The BeatSeat covers the rhythm, the range of the rhythm section you can't get in any other drum. That's what he said. He's the guy playing it. You don't have to hear it from the inventor anymore. Carrington Brown, Hers drummer. By the way, playing it on the 22nd too, live on TV. I'll let you know about that as it gets closer. This BeatSeat is about to blow out of the water, guys. And you know why? Because I will not give up. Lara does not give up. I'm here working with you guys on Real Talk, affecting a positive change, one person at a time. She's reaching people right now while I'm here. I'm sure of it. I guarantee you right now, she's contacting somebody that we can maybe go and do a demonstration for. You have to be willing to put everything you have into what you believe in. If you want to get somewhere, and guys, it's going to get tough. It's going to be hard. It's not easy to seek something that's difficult. It's not easy at all. Especially when you are not trained or classified in that genre or whatever it is. Think about how many entrepreneurs start something and they didn't go to school for that, guys. They just had a brilliant idea. There are still a lot of problems out there. The best inventions are solutions to problems. Find yours. Find a problem that needs to be solved. And bring something to market that can affect change. For me, it was seeing that there's nothing there for guitar players. There's nothing that you could sit on comfortably, first of all. Traveled for 10 years all over the country. Oh, hey, Mark, yeah, you're playing on that bar stool tonight. So I'm sitting, I can't even put my feet comfortably on the ground and touch my pedals. I have to do some weird thing. Oh no, we got a dinner chair for you tonight. Oh, thank you. How about I put my hand in the back of a BeatSeat, grab the grab and go bar, and I head out and I go and play a show. That's never been. You know how many people grab and go bar? They're like, this is unbelievable. Yeah, it's 12 pounds, and then you stick your hand inside and grab a bar that's shaped like it's round, so it doesn't hurt your hand. You grab it and you go. It's a wrap, guys. Time plus effort equals result. Right now, we're dealing with we have the result. It's somewhere in the distant future. So we understand it's more time. You got to be willing to keep going. The key is, can you keep that energy level up? Can you keep driving until you get there? That's within you. You have to figure it out. But remember, the only one that can stop you is you. There's only one person that's responsible for me showing up 410 days in a row. Nobody else has control over that. I've had plenty of people tell me I should stop. I've had plenty of people tell me no one's watching, Mark. Why are you even going on again? Did you even have anybody on yesterday, Mark? Oh, how many followers do you have, Mark? How many people watch your program, Mark? Why don't you just quit? That's really hard, Mark. Why are you doing that? Why are you going to try that? Why don't you just go and follow? Why don't you just go get in line? Are you doing something that's unique and different and difficult? Maybe you should quit. Maybe you should just sit on the sidelines and let other people excel. Let other people find their way to something and then look back and say, well, I could have. You know, Mark, why don't you just live with regret? How about that? Why don't you just live with regret instead? That's better, buddy. Let me sprinkle some of that on your soul. Here you go. Here you go. Just take a little regret with you on the way. No, I choose to show up. If I show up every day forever and no one is on the other side of this screen, the messages are here. The messages will always be here. I may not. I think it may be a tough... Look, I wish that people were asking me more questions. What do you think of this, Mark? I'm going through this. Like Ted the other day said, hey, look, I'm going through something. This is my perspective on it. You have to experience what you're going through and live it. Feel it. It's going to hurt. But feel it. Don't try to ignore it. I know the first response is I have to try to forget about it. No. Feel it. Let it become part of you so it could disappear. The more you try to push things down, the more you try to pretend they're not there, the more they show up. Face it in the mirror. Look at it and say, I can't believe this happened. I am so upset because I'm going to just scream. And then scream. Let it all out. That's how you let it all out. My continual, my just daily approach to this, showing up and speaking. No script. 410 days. Showing up. It's Valentine's Day today, so I had to start. I have to say what to talk. It's Valentine's Day. Could talk about love, lack of love. How do you see love? What do you do for those that you love? If you don't have someone that you love yourself. Easy. That's stuff we can get into. But for 410 days, guys, we come on here And we just try to let the truth out because that is when you find your happiness. Have you ever noticed when you're speaking to someone and you're helping, when you're trying to give them a perspective that you believe will give them something, will bring them to a higher level? Have you ever felt that before inside of your soul? Have you ever felt it to give? Try doing it 410 days in a row. And most of it, to the point of what we're talking about, it's no one's even there watching. And still driving with intensity for 410 days. Leaving messages for a world that doesn't even know they're there. I did the math on this recently. I think there's something like 62 days of Real Talk right now. If you think about the amount of shows I've done, you break down the hours, minutes, whatever, you could sit and just watch Real Talk for 24 hours straight, for days. There's a 999% chance that that won't happen while I'm on this planet. But the messages are there. And if someone's finding something, and I'm not here to answer a question, they could go back and find it. The answers are all there, guys. I can't explain to you. I can't explain to you why these things come out of this show when I didn't go to school to learn what I'm speaking to you about. I was focused on music. I was focused on tapping into that part of my soul and letting it out through song. But it's all real talk. You heard the song I played for you a few minutes ago. Let your worries go. I'm going to let your worries go. I wrote that song in 2001. I'm going to let your worries go. Sit around and we'll simmer in the pouring rain, you and I, and we'll watch this world roll by. But we got to let our worries go. Live in the moment and let those worries out into this world. Don't let them weigh you down at all. Ted said the answers are all on your page. Yeah, it's true. I've got 815 or something posts on Instagram. These are clips, guys. You can go back and look at any time and everything is there. And the crazy thing is it's not. That's 820-second to 1-minute clips when I did 365 days of 1 hour plus. I would say start tuning into that podcast because when I listen, I pick up totally different lessons from when I watch. When I'm watching someone, I'm experiencing, it's visual. When I'm driving, it's more cerebral. I'm driving, I'm feeling the words in a different way. I'm experiencing them, and they make me want different things than when I watch. You can watch the same message and then go listen to it, and you'll get something different from it. It's the intonation of my voice. It's where that conversation was going that you didn't see on the screen. And it happened to me just the other day. I'm about to drop a song I recorded just this past weekend. I improvised a song with you guys. And it's called It's On You. And it's basically, it was live. I was like, look, okay, let's create a song right now. And this song was so cool. It was like 50s feeling. You guys may have remembered it. And the hook was like, it's on you, it's on me. If we want to make a change, it's up to us. And like, how many songs have happened here on this show because of the BeatSeat? That thing is unbelievable, guys. It creates energy for me every time I sit on it. And I appreciate all of you guys here on Insta. I hope you'll go over to the YouTube page and subscribe and ding the bell. And we should get into the news here. I've been on for 35 minutes. Just real talking you. And then we did one song. But let me get into some news here for you. I've got some good ones for you today. Hold on, let me bring this down. That should not be up right now. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, did you guys see this? All right, let me try to see if I can level this out here. There we go. So, the real story behind Area 51's UFOs. Top secret experimental spy planes. Now, look, I think this is misdirection. I'm just saying. I think it's misdirection. Let's see what they say. The first A-12s arrived in 1962 with elite military pilots temporarily discharged and placed in the employ of the CIA, a protocol known as sheep dipping. Despite the countless dubious conspiracy theories attributed to the site, this is about Area 51, they call it Dreamland and Groom Lake. There's no doubt that for over 6 decades, the base hosted all sorts of black project aircraft, whose existence was not formally disclosed by the Pentagon. Though the CIA only obliquely admitted to the site's existence in 2013, we actually know a fair bit about Area 51. And even how it first became a subject of the juicy UFO stories. Let's see what this is about, guys, because you know I love anything that is about UFOs, alien spacecraft. Let's get into it. A private testing ground for Eisenhower's top secret spy plane. In the early 1950s, the United States was super keen on monitoring, how about that, Mark? The Soviet Union's rapidly developing nuclear ballistic missile program. As the first spy satellites remained a few years away from being launched, the only way to reliably spy on these sites was to fly above them and snap pictures with giant cameras. But by the early 1950s, the Soviet Union's new air defense system and high-flying jet interceptors made spy flights extremely risky. To overcome these defenses, Lockheed engineer Kelly Johnson proposed a glide-like spy plane that would simply fly too high to be intercepted at over 70,000 feet. This still involved illegally violating Soviet airspace. But as long as the spy planes couldn't be shot down, Moscow couldn't prove the spy flights were happening at all. In November 1954, Eisenhower approved development of the U-2 spy plane in a program known as Project Aquatone, to be operated by the CIA. While the plane would be built at Lockheed's famous Skunk Works facility, an aircraft designed for illegal space flights needed to be tested somewhere more discreet. I guess they're going to say that was when they opened it up to the Area 51. I don't think I need to keep reading this one, guys. They're basically trying to disprove that there are UFOs right now. And there may not be UFOs here, but there definitely is life out there. Anybody who thinks there isn't is just mental. Seriously, come on. Oh, we're so special. We're the only ones. We're only here because of, I believe it was magnesium that came from a space rock and landed on planet Earth and created life here. So if it happened here and these comets and these meteors and meteorites drop all over on different planets and stars all over existence, no, we're the only ones. Come on. 2020, guys. Come on. Seriously? 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 Come on. Seriously? What else we got here? This one's a good one, guys. Did you hear about this? Cody Bellinger, the Astros stole a ring from the Dodgers, and an MVP from Aaron Judge. I'm talking about this because I'm a Yankee fan, okay? I am really kind of upset about this whole Astro situation. And the MVP from Aaron Judge, I didn't even think about that. And this is about 2017. Why are they talking about 2017? They did it again this past year. That's why it came out, because they just did it again. But no, they're apologizing for 2017, guys. I can't believe we did that in 2017. What about last year? You don't feel bad about doing it this past season? No. No one's talking about that one. They're talking about the one from 2017. Okay. All right. Cheaters. It's going to be asterisks. They're going to have an asterisk in there. Just like Roger Maris. No, it wasn't Maris. Joe Jackson. The 1919 White Sox. Or they called them the Black Sox, actually, I believe, because of that crazy occurrence. Cody Bellinger, the reigning NL MVP and the Los Angeles Dodgers star, has come out swinging against the Houston Astros and their 2017 cheating scandal. Plenty of players around the league took aim at the Astros after they bungled their apology day Thursday, but Bellinger went further. He said punishments for the commissioner's office were weak, that the Astros stole a ring from the Dodgers, and that Jose Altuve stole an MVP award. That's how you announce your presence at spring training? Here are his full comments. I don't know if I can get into it. Let's see. Let's see if this plays. If it does, we're going to listen. Doesn't look like it's working, guys. I don't know why it does this. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Right now, it's not working. So, okay, basically, here's the bottom line. We don't need to listen to this. For the uninitiated, the Astros beat the Dodgers in 7 games in the 2017 World Series, a season in which the MLB's investigation proved that they used technology to steal signs and use a trash can to relay what pitches were coming to their hitters. In that same season, Altuve beat out Judge for an AL MVP award, though the vote wasn't very close. Bellinger's take is very different from Dodgers manager Dave Roberts saying Thursday that he's moving on. Bellinger, meanwhile, apparently believes in calling out the Astros for their cheating, and plenty of fans outside of Houston will probably applaud him for it. I think so too, buddy. I'm applauding you, Corey. Cheating, there's no room for that when you're getting paid $50 million, dude. Although that's the reason they're doing it. You know that, right? Because they got to get that big contract next year. Crooks. Oh, 28 wasn't enough for you? I need more than $28 million a year. Ugh. This is the problem with all these people that are living this high life work. Oh, I play a sport for a few months out of the year and people pay me this much money to do it. Wait a second. Hold on. I want to get this right. So you do what you love. You get to do what you love and you get paid millions of dollars to do it. And then you're going to cheat. Okay. Sounds good. Thanks a lot. Thanks for letting me know that, who you are. Appreciate it. What else we got here? I think we had another story. Yeah, I do have another story here, guys. Do you see this one? Ghost population. Did you hear about this? Hold on, I got to get this in sight for you. You need to see it. Ghost population of ancient humans may have mated with ancestors of modern humans. Okay, what is this about? I got to know. Because anything, again, history, about the future, sciences. This is a science topic here. Let's see. Ancestors of people living in what is today West Africa may have reproduced with a species of ancient humans unknown to scientists. Ooh, this could be, have you guys ever heard of the giants that used to live like thousands of years ago here? I think they were called, who knows what I'm talking about here? Someone give it to me. I need someone to give me that information. Anyway, let's get into it. Maybe they'll say it here. Scientists know Europeans mated with Neanderthals and people in Oceania and Denisovians, but a new study published Wednesday in a peer-reviewed journal found that genetic variation within West African populations is best explained by the presence of a new ancient human species altogether. Guys, massive news. Let's see what it is. This is what they were saying. There were 7 different alien races here on planet Earth millions of years ago. They're telling us what they were. We didn't evolve from one into the other. There were 7 different here on the planet at one time. 6 of them died off and we're left over, Homo sapiens. But they had the Denisovians and the Oceanas and the Neanderthals and the Europeans. Guys, go back to Real Talk where we discussed this about a month and a half ago. Let's see what else we got here. With difficulties in obtaining a full fossil record of DNA that's ancient, scientists are understanding the genetic diversity within West African populations. And to get a fuller picture, Los Angeles compared 405 genomes of West Africans with Neanderthal and Denisovan genomes. Of the study, researchers used statistical modeling to figure out which parts of the DNA they were analyzing did not come from modern humans, then compared those to the 2 ancient hominin species. What they found is the presence of a DNA form, an archaic ghost population, in modern West African populations. We don't have a clear identity for this archaic group. Sancanarianium told NPR. I don't know how to say that name, as you can tell. That's why we use the term ghost. It doesn't seem to be particularly closely related to the groups from which we have genome sequences from. Mark, what's up, buddy? Oh, Mark, I'm so happy to hear that. Mark just said that he asked a girl and she said yes. And he's going to Vegas. Vegas, baby. Go to Vegas. Your money, baby. Your money. I got to do a Vince Vaughn one of these days. We're going to work on that one. But Mark, I'm glad you came on, buddy. Good luck with your date. I hope you have a great night. And I'm going to get out of here soon too, guys. It's almost 7 o'clock. I'm getting home and spending the night with my sweeties, with my family. 410 days in a row, I earn an evening off. Usually we do a Friday night, right? Not tonight. Not tonight. Tonight it's going to be chilling it at home. And actually, I'll probably wind up late night. I'll be building a BeatSeat, I'm sure. I never stop, guys. I think if I stop, I'll just be like, let me get back up and go. It's how I roll. Guys, that's what keeps me going. Got to keep going. I'm building my own energy on a daily basis. That's what we're doing. But when I have someone like Mark pop on, we got Good Shepherd pops on, Cross comes on, my man Ted comes on, and Moose, and Coach Christina, and everybody starts joining in on the program, that's when I start to get energy from you guys. It's amazing. Anyway, so I'm just thinking, do I need to read any more of this? Let's just see one more thing. I'm going to just read you a little bit more here just so we know what Sancanarian was talking about over here. They found the introgression or sharing of genetic information between two species, between the ghost population and ancestors of West Africans, and it may have occurred within the last 124,000 years. The ghost population likely split from humans and Neanderthals into a new species between 350,000 to 1.02 million years ago. Split from humans. So they didn't come from outer space? Like, come on, man, give it to us straight here. It's very likely that the true picture is much more complicated. Thanks, Saccharinarian. John Hawks, an anthropologist at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, told the newspaper that studies like this one open a window showing us that there is much more than we thought we knew about our ancient ancestors. Actually knowing who those ancestors were, how they interacted, and where they existed is going to take field work to find their fossil and archaeological remains. Hawks was not involved in the study. He's just guy on the peanut with the, I'm going to just sit over here on the sideline and tell you what I think. He didn't even do anything. What's he talking about? Oh, man. Oh, we got the information from the expert, but he didn't do anything for the study. Well, I don't want to hear from that guy. Let me hear that one more time. John Hawks, an anthropologist, opening a window showing us that there's much more than we thought we knew about our ancestors. Oh, thanks, jerk. Why don't you go and do the work next time? I'm just feeling a little zany here on Valentine's Day, guys. So anyway, let's see what else we got. The interbreeding may have also been a great impact on the genetic makeup of modern populations. Anywhere from 2% to 19% of their genetic ancestry could be derived from the ghost population. However, the effects of modern day people will require further research, Saccharinarian said. Are they just randomly floating in our genomes? Do they have any kind of adaptive benefits? Do they have deleterious consequences? He told NPR this is the same chooch who didn't do anything. Hawks. Austin, what's going on, buddy? So listen, we're here for day 410, Austin. I appreciate you. I want you guys to go over to YouTube and subscribe and ding the bell as well. Okay, because that's where it's better. And you don't have to have me going a little bit slower. Like it's a little bit slower on Instagram, guys. You don't know about this, but they're watching it on a screen. And the audio's terrible. And when I go over and rock out on this thing again, it's not going to sound good unless you're on YouTube or on Facebook or on Periscope or on Twitch or on Smashcast, D Live, Vaughn Live, or VK. But not on Instagram, because I can't get Instagram to do this. Like, come on. I want to be able to have that going, guys, right? I mean, you can't not have your screen automate in real time and just go back to the old, let me flip the screen and go live for a few minutes, guys. No, we are live on 9 platforms at once right now. Okay? So listen, I think we're done with the stories, right? Did I get through them all? No, there was one more. There was one more, wasn't there? Let me just check. Or did I get through them? No, I got through them. There was something about this chooch. Do you guys remember? Nah, I'm not even going to bother. Not even going to bother with that one, guys. But listen, I am going to play you one quick song. Yeah, we're just at about an hour here. Let me go back to the BeatSeat here. You guys ready for something? I'm going to play you a little music. Magic. It's about to happen. Here we go. Alrighty. Question is, we played something mellow. Obviously, I'm feeling very energetic today, so we should try to get something else out. All right, there we go. Don't want to have to move back for it. I want to just be like right in it, you know what I mean? I gotta remember those lyrics. That's a song I wrote many years ago called Drift Away. Let me see if I can tune this pop. Come on, dude. I just went worse on it. Ugh. All right, guys, sorry, one more second. It's this room, guys, I'll tell you. This room is just not good for this guitar. I got another guitar over here. I wonder if I should grab that. All right, that should be it right there. Much better. How it starts though. I'm gonna have to play it for you next time.
up a song with you again. I like this beat. I might have to write something for it. Ooh. Think I'd record everything. I can watch this back and make a song of it. Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. Hey, Valentine's Day. Hey, Valentine's Day. Hey, Valentine's Day. I don't know. Although I do really like that rhythm, so I'm gonna have to go back and do something with it. I'm gonna play you one quick tune here, call it a day, because that wasn't really a song. I was just improvising for you. No one's watching. Turn the volume down and listen to yourself. Whisper to yourself again. I'm on the stage. Just let the seasons change. No more waiting out the moments in between the laughs and tears along the way. There's the wild side and me alive. And I'm in love again. I'm in love again. And I'm in love again. If you believe in me, I'll never let you down. Do you believe that we can turn this world around? I'll hold you close, I'll be your tree. If you believe in me, and I'm in love again. And I'm in love. I'm in love again. I'm in love again. Long ago, way before I lost lost my mind. I tried to find my life's work in a dream. Ain't life a scream? Star in the movie of your whole life for free. But no one gets to see, no one gets to hear the narration and story points that only you can share. And I'm in love again. And I'm in love. I'm in love again. I'm in love again. Do you believe in me? I'll never let you down. Do you believe that we can turn this world around? Oh, I'll hold you close. I'll be your truth. If you believe in me. Do you believe in me? Oh, I'll never let you down. Do you believe that we can turn this world around? I'll hold you close. I'll be your truth. If you believe in me, I'll hold you close. I'll be your truth. If you believe in me. If you believe in me. And love again. I'm in love again.
Actually, a pretty great song to play on Valentine's Day, now that I realize. I wrote that in about 2005. I appreciate you guys. A happy Valentine's Day to you. As usual, I should say goodbye in proper fashion. So here we go.
Hit the road, Jack. Won't you come back no more? No, no. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. I'm here to say, listen, pretty baby, don't you treat me this way. I'll be back on my feet someday. It don't matter if you do. Cause it sounds good. You ain't got no money. You just ain't no good. Well, I guess if you say so, I've got to pack my bags and go. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. No, no. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. No more. Don't you come back no more. But no more. But don't you come back no more. No more. Don't you come back no more. Well, don't you come back no more. Hit the road. 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 I hit the road. Hit the road. Hit the road. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Well, of course, until tomorrow. For day 411 in a row. I guess we're gonna have a little SNL 411 in a row. That's right, guys, because it's real talk. We're gonna go every day for the rest of my day. Whoa, 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 whoa. hit the road, hit the road, hit the road, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more.
Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go say goodbye from there. I think that's it for today, guys. I really appreciate you. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you make it an amazing weekend. You should have the entire weekend off and Monday, but I won't. I will see you tomorrow for SNL. We're going live around 10:15, 10:30 tomorrow night, doing at least an hour and a half to 2 hours on the BeatSeat, what we were just rocking out on, that beautiful thing. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. It's Mark Pyers.